watching a special one-week-only All in the Family marathon on Nick at Night. Coming up, an unusual twist on a familiar sitcom plot, Getting Whiplash. Stay tuned for another of Norman Lear's hand-picked favorites, Oh My Aching Back. Next, as Nick at Night's Marathons to the Millennium continues. You're viewing the first night of our one-week-only All in the Family Marathon. Up next, a pivotal early episode that introduces a major new conflict into Archie's life, the Jeffersons. Stay tuned for Lionel Moves into the Neighborhood. Next on Nick at Night, as Marathons to the Millennium continues. You're watching the first night of Nick at Night's All in the Family Marathon. Of our next episode, Norman Lear said, "If you know of a funnier half-hour episode anywhere, I'd like to know about it." Stay tuned for Archie Gives Blood as our one-week-only marathon continues. You're watching a one-week-only All in the Family marathon on Nick at Night. 40 episodes hand-picked by Norman Lear. In our next episode, All in the Family tackles a subject once considered taboo on television. Stay tuned for Mike's Problem. Coming up next. You're watching our week-long marathon of All in the Family. Our next episode is a momentous one. It marks the very first confrontation between the Bunkers and the Jeffersons. Stay tuned for the first and last supper. Coming up next, as Nick at Night's Marathons to the Millennium continues. You're watching the first night of Nick at Night's All in the Family Marathon, a one-week-only special event. Coming up, an episode that Norman Lear selected because, quote, it expertly dances between laughter and tears, unquote. Stay tuned for Gloria is Pregnant, next, as Nick at Night's Marathons to the Millennium continues. This is Nick at Night's week-long marathon of 40 fabulous episodes of All in the Family, as chosen by the show's creator, Norman Lear. In the next one, Archie discovers that some men are not always what they seem. Stay tuned for Judging Books by Covers. Next. This concludes tonight's portion of Nick at Night's week-long All in the Family Marathon. Be here tomorrow for more great episodes, including the flashback episode where Mike first meets Archie, the episode that introduces Edith's cousin Maud, and the classic visit from Sammy Davis Jr. It all starts tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Now, stay tuned for Nick at Night Overnight.